Hey Cancer, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to be doing your shadow work reading. Okay, I guess we have it out already. Beautiful. This is going to be a spread that I'm doing in honor of the Sun Chiron conjunction that is happening this week, right after the full moon in Libra. This time period and this transit might bring up some painful revelations or old memories, old traumas that we have to work through. So, yeah, that's the main reason I am doing this reading. Please keep in mind that these are general. They may not resonate for you every single time. And if you have any Cancer placements and you are drawn to watching this, then there will be a message in it for you. So what shadow are you hiding for yourself? We have phases of the moon, very fitting for a Cancer, impermanence, enlightenment, and cycles. So, okay, yeah, before I say anything, I'm just going to pull the rest of your cards. What from Cancer's past created this shadow? What from Cancer's past created this shadow? Very cool. And how can Cancer best work with this shadow? How can Cancer best work with this shadow? We have the Lunar card. Okay. All right. So, phases of the moon, impermanence, enlightenment, cycles. What shadow are you hiding from yourself? I feel like at this time, a shadow that you guys could be struggling with is trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Trying to grow out of a karmic cycle, I feel as well. It does feel that maybe it feels that personally in your life you've been repeating the same cycle over and over. Maybe it feels like you are stuck in quicksand and you cannot get out of it. I do feel that this is a result of some strong karmic ties that you may have here, some sort of karmic lessons that have to be learned in your life. And I also feel like this was supposed to happen in your life in order to awaken you. There was supposed to be some sort of awakening here with enlightenment and cycles that causes you to look within instead of looking externally to other people and to find the answers inside of you. So what from your past created this shadow? We have the winding roots, ancestral connection, earthly wisdom. Like I said, I feel like a lot of you guys were born into this lifetime carrying karma from your ancestors or from past lives where you had to resolve something on your own here. Maybe you did something in a past life where now you had to suffer the consequences, or maybe your ancestors did something in their past lives where now you come here and you're supposed to break the cycle. You're supposed to go through maybe some sort of similar cycle that they went through in order for you to break it and to solve the problem and to get to the bottom of things, because maybe either they were not strong enough to do it or they just never got the chance to. And how can you best work with this shadow? We have the Luna with manifestations, visions, and attraction. I'm getting a lot of energy of working with the moon. I know you guys are ruled by the moon, so working with the moon phases, maybe astrology is going to be calling towards you. Really learning to work with the energies of the moon, working with water, being near water. Something about the phases of the moon here and listening to your intuition is going to be very important for you. I really feel like you guys could be like moon witches. Maybe there's something here with the cycles showing up here. What shadow are you hiding from yourself? Maybe some of you guys are actually, I know you guys are Cancerians, you guys are naturally very attuned to the moon cycles. So one thing I would say is to pay attention to the moon cycles, right? So maybe starting today, or if you want to start somewhere easy, we can start around a full moon or a new moon. Try to track how your moods are feeling, how your energy feels, how your body feels every single day of the moon cycle. I myself have been doing this for like 2 years now. I do it alongside tracking my menstrual cycle. So I do both. I have a couple apps where I'm able to track my menstrual cycle with the moon. And then I also just follow the moon cycles, of course, because I am an astrologer as well. But overall, I really feel that working with astrology, working with the cycles of the moon is going to help you guys feel more grounded, because Cancer has a tendency, the sign of Cancer has a natural tendency to kind of fall out of balance when their internal nature is not balanced, when they're not paying attention to their intuition. And like the moon, ruled by Cancer's ruled by the moon, if there is a difficult transit happening, or let's say we are in a new moon phase, the dark moon phase, or the full moon phase, like right after the full moon, maybe you guys feel it very intensely. And I feel like getting to understand how these cycles work is going to help you sort of predict what's going to happen, so that way you know what to expect. So one of the main things I'm getting here is that you guys have a hard time grounding yourselves in reality. You guys have a hard time understanding what your purpose is. And I feel like trying to track the moon cycles, get into astrology, pay attention to your menstrual cycle if you are a woman or if you have a uterus. Yeah, I just really feel like this is what's supposed to be guiding you at this time. I feel like it's going to really help you get connected to your intuition again. And I'm getting also, I know this is supposed to be a shadow work spread, but I'm just getting a lot of channeled messages here. I feel like the best days that you guys manifest are on the full moons and the new moons. So like I'm saying, learn the moon cycles, get some sort of like information or some sort of journal where you can track this, because I'm telling you guys, it makes a big difference, because you can actually literally predict how you're going to feel every single day of your life. Or at least to a good degree. Maybe not 100% all the time, but it will really help you. I think I'm going to get into the tarot card portion now, because I feel like there's more messages that need to come through, and otherwise I'm just going to keep talking. So let's see here. Yeah, we're going to clarify these cards for you guys. There's something here about you guys carrying your ancestors' karma. Yeah, Eight of Wands, the Star. It's like you guys are carrying your ancestors' karma. You were given the same karma because you are the one strong enough to do something different with it. You are the one to break it. Definitely cycle breaker energy. Honestly, if you guys, since we're born in this day and age, we are living in a very historical timeline shift right now on Earth and humanity. So we are actually going to go down in history right now. Where we are living right now, we're going to go down in history, this time period. And I feel like we all came back to a degree to help heal this planet. We all have our own reasons for being here. We have our own purpose. And I hope I can get you guys connected to what yours is. So let's clarify the phases of the moon, please, for Cancer. Clarify phases of the moon, please. We have two cards for you. We have the Nine of Cups. And we have the King of Wands. Yeah, like I was saying, I feel like understanding the moon phases are going to help you understand your moods better. When I see the Nine of Cups with the King of Wands, this is giving me having control over your mood. Empress energy as well, very fertile energy. Hold on a second. Something just came through and I need to put words to it. Yeah, I'm just, honestly, the main message coming through here is just a feeling of, some of you guys might feel, okay, how do I put this into words? Some of you guys might feel like you don't have control over your lives. Let me fix this. Because maybe your moods shift a lot. Some of you guys could suffer from some sort of mood disorder or like emotional thing. I'm not a doctor. Don't come at me. This is just what I'm picking up. I really feel like this is such a complicated energy. I feel like if you guys, like I was mentioning the astrology, the moon cycles, this is going to give you control over your emotions. A lot of you guys have experienced like mood swings up and down. Like maybe you guys have highs, you guys have lows. And with the King of Wands here, the Empress, knowing what to expect is really going to help put you in this position of being in the King of Wands, being very confident in yourself, because you're no longer going to have to walk around every single day of your life wondering, well, how am I going to feel tomorrow? How am I going to feel next week? I don't know. And this really helps you sort of, it's almost like a pathway that I'm seeing for you guys, where it's like you're building the bricks for the pathway. And this really helps you move along in your journey. It's like you guys need some sort of structure. You guys need some sort of system in order to get you moving forward. Because you guys are emotional creatures naturally ruled by the moon. And it's just it can be very difficult for you to, how do I say this? You guys are naturally very sensitive, and you are naturally just attuned to the moon and attuned to the universe. So the main message that I'm trying to get here, which I probably have said a million times already, get acquainted with the cosmic cycles and with the moon cycles, because this is going to give you control over your state of mind and your emotions. So can we clarify the winding roots for Cancer, please? Okay, we have the 8 of Swords. Interesting. And the Lovers at the bottom. Okay. 8 of Swords, the Lovers. I feel like possibly in a past life. This is so weird. I feel like some of you guys could have suffered at the hands of a lover that you had, or you could have suffered at the hands of someone else. Maybe you guys were prisoners. Maybe your ancestors, maybe some of your grandparents, great-grandparents, maybe they suffered some sort of consequence here as a result of maybe the person that they were with. There's something about relationships here, something about connections to other people, where it's like this is the type of karma that you carry. Maybe your relationships are really difficult for you because of your emotional experiences in life. Maybe you've been in emotional turmoil for a long time, and maybe it's difficult for you to experience healthy relationships. What are we trying to say here, please? Clarify the 8 of Swords. Okay, so they're telling me that I'm right with the 8 of Wands, Ace of Swords, Star. So yeah, you guys are here to help solve some sort of karmic cycle that involves healthy relationships. And it has a lot to do with what your ancestors went through, what you're currently going through in this lifetime. I feel like some of you guys have experienced a lot of karmic connections with people. It doesn't have to be just romantic. They can be friendships as well. Maybe even your parents. Maybe even the connection that you have to your parents is very karmic here. And karmic just means that we have a lesson to learn in that connection. It doesn't necessarily mean good or bad. It can be either way. But I really feel that you guys were here, or you guys are here now in this lifetime to help break that cycle of being in a toxic karmic relationship is what I'm getting now. And this has a lot to do with your state of mind, your emotions. And okay, let me backtrack a little bit, because what we know about relationships and psychology, the state of mind that we are in, the state of life that we are in, the energy that we are in, that's exactly the people that we are going to attract. So if you grew up with, let's say, an absent father and a narcissistic mother, growing up, you have a higher predisposition to attract an absent man or a narcissistic man, or a woman, vice versa, depending on your preference. So I feel here what I'm being told. This is such a complicated message. But I really feel like I'm being told that your ancestors, maybe the feminine side of your family, like your mothers, your grandmothers, your great-grandmothers, your aunts, they suffered at the hands of maybe controlling men, or maybe the women in your family. I'm hearing oppression. They were oppressed as a result of their emotional state, or the fact that they couldn't contain their there's something here about emotions. So if you know that, let's say, some sort of mood disorder or bipolar or some sort of personality disorder runs in your family, and if you're worried about that, I would definitely ask your physician about that, or ask a mental health professional about that, because this is kind of what I'm picking up on. It's almost like karmic relationships as a result of so much unhealed ancestral trauma that has to do with the state of mind. Very interesting. I hope I'm making sense. Let's clarify the Luna card for Cancer so we can wrap this up, please. So for the Luna, we have Empress and the Lovers. Yeah, so once again, this is coming full circle. Temperance. I feel like getting control over your emotional state, finding some sort of structure or philosophy here that you can apply, which is, of course, I really feel that you guys should track your moon cycle. If you are a woman or if you have a uterus, pay attention to the moon cycle, even if you're a guy. And just learn astrology, learn something here where you can adapt to the energies and the cosmic forces of the universe, so that way you can become attuned to them. You guys naturally pick up on these energies. I'm getting that maybe like some days you wake up feeling fantastic and then other days you wake up feeling like shit. And this has to do with the transits. So your path lies in getting control over your emotions through discovering the cosmic forces of the universe and how the universe works, because it always ebbs and flows. Energies ebb and flow. They're never going to be consistent. Some days we're going to feel good. Some days we're going to feel bad. But it all comes down to your approach to it. And I feel like the more that you're able to do this, Empress, the Lovers, Temperance, the easier it will be for you to actually select a healthy partner. And the reason for this is because you are going to be in the Empress state of mind. You're no longer going to be in the Eight of Swords state of mind, where you're not sure who you even are, what you even want, how you even feel, into coming into the Empress energy, where you are able to select a healthy partner. And I feel this has a lot to do with breaking this karmic cycle of being in a karmic relationship. And Temperance is here, so I know you guys are going to reach that. I know this is a potential for you. You guys are going to be so emotionally mature to the point that you're going to be able to spot red flags from a mile away, and you're not going to want to be near that person. This is when you're going to be at your most healed. And of course, this takes practice. Temperance here is reminding you here to be patient with yourself. Know that this is going to take some time. It's going to take you really getting to know yourself. But ultimately, I do see you being able to make better selections for all types of relationships, friends, romantic, familial, alike, so that way you can create a new normal. So you can create a new cycle and a new foundation for the generations to come in your family. Wow. This was crazy. This was heavy. Okay. I'm going to leave this part here for you guys, and I'm going to end it off with a fortune from the Instant Fortune Teller book. I like to use this for oracle divination. So, your home is filled to the brim with all the warm, fuzzy feelings. Get cozy and soak them in today. Yeah, so this is almost alluding to this final energy that I was talking about. You guys really value the family. Most of you guys, Cancer rules ancestors. It rules our bloodline. It rules our family, our home, where we come from. So having a comfortable home life, having a comfortable place where you can actually relax, is going to be very important for you. And we also have, you have a new idea brewing. It's a good one. So if you guys have been feeling like you're drawn to do something, if you want to start something, definitely go for it. You are a cardinal energy, cardinal water. So you guys are that first spark of inspiration. So if this is something that maybe you've been thinking about, here is your confirmation for that. So I'm going to leave this here for you guys. I hope I was able to connect with you in this reading. I hope I made sense. I know it jumped around a little bit, but I will see you in my next reading for you.